presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
I don't understand if niggas play on draw and shit, dog.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival, the San Antonio Spurs are ready for this thing to get started. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports fans. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. And it's Splitter in at the 5 spot. Well, you look at the numbers for the Warriors last season. Their offense revolved around Steph Curry, no surprise.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. The numbers were staggering. I mean, with Curry on the floor, they were right at the top of the league in offensive efficiency. And when he sat down, they were the worst. A lot was on his shoulders, and he carried that burden well.
Here's Curry after the basket by San Antonio. Thompson outside. Off target from outside.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
11 seconds. Here's Parker. Double team on Parker. Duncan right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Splitter, that's good.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Fires the 3.
Right there.
Can't get it to go. San Antonio will go the other way with it.
What you mean? What's your man?
Here's Leonard, and that one's drained from the low block. Leonard's got his first points of the night.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained. Well, with only 1 attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
Now here's Parker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you talk about the elite point guards in the NBA. A lot of times Tony Parker's name gets overlooked. You know, something about playing in San Antonio seems to keep you off the radar, but make no mistake, Parker is a true star and, most importantly, a proven winner.
Another miss by Curry.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Parker kicks to Duncan. And he dunks it down.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Boy, I tell you, they've got to be feeling better and better about this game.
Warriors trail by 9. And Parker Clark, a 6-time All-Star, 3-time NBA champion, heavily decorated player.
Yeah, he really is. And he's shooting to become the Spurs' first 20-year guy. Now, how crazy would that be? I mean, he came to the Spurs in 19, so he's got an outside chance at it. Sure. He says his body feels great. Yeah. The way Pop manages minutes for these guys. He thinks he can play at a high level for a long time. That'll be fun to watch to see if it happens that way.
Good story, you're right.
Yeah.
Duncan with the block. Leonard with the ball. He has 5. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Duncan. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Warriors have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Curry wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires from 14. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight. The drive by
Mark it up. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks, Doris. And it's Iguodala missing.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Leonard on the wing. No luck. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Warriors trail by 11.
Even as the Spurs continue to grow older, it's really hard to write them off. I mean, it's incredible how long this team has been ruling the roost in the West and contending for championship.
Thompson for the triple, and he gets it to go. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game. Spurs leading by 10. Parker passes to Duncan. Leonard with the screen on Barnes. The drive by Duncan, banked in off the glass.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment. Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Shot clock at 6. Leonard attacking. Thompson with the block. This one for 3. Another miss by Curry.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
He couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Now, here's Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. Green against Iguodala. Shot from 12.
No.
Another one falls for San Antonio.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
And he gets it to go. 6 points for Tony Parker.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
They've been on fire offensively as a result.
He's doubled up his mates now, but still just 2 for 9. A rough first quarter for him.
Now here's Parker. 6 points for him. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Bellinelli dishes to Baines. And that one's good. And the Spurs lead by 17.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Ginobili kicks to Baines. Mills passes to Baines. The dish now to Mills. Shoots from the elbow. And the Spurs scoring again.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong
But I can
defense,
make
too,
that.
guys.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Spurs up by 16. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Green. That one misses.
Boris Diaw, pretty unique player in the NBA. Came into the league as a passing point forward, but became a small forward and then really a 4. but he's a crafty passer and he can score a little bit from the outside. Very difficult player to guard.
Angelo Diao playing the 4. Some have criticized his conditioning, but he has the size to hold his ground, that's for sure, on the low block.
Yeah, you can't move him out of there. He's a good post defender because he's strong and smart. Not as good moving in space, though. Lacks a little lateral.
Oh, no. We're not
He's a below average rebounder. So it's good to pair him with somebody that does glass shoot.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain
always gotta
possession.
throw.
Spurs leading by 15. Here's Mills, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Patty Mills last season had his best season ever. Really remade his body in the offseason, adding muscle, cutting down on his body fat. Already one of the quickest players in the league. He got even quicker.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he was just a shade under 90% from the free throw line last season.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And Mills getting quality minutes at the backup point guard position.
Yeah, and for a player who spent time in the D-League, playing in China and is native Australia, it seems he's really solidified his place as an NBA player, Kevin, in part because he's refocused on conditioning his body and really developed as an outside shooter, too.
Ginobili with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got 6 points.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a numbers standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Not sure why he's insisting on shooting from out there. It's just not working for him right now.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Dishes it to Barnes. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs making a switch here.
14 seconds on the shot.
Here's Parker. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Leonard attacking. That's good. Leonard's got 13.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it. You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
They recover it. Here's Duncan. And finally they hit one. He's got 8.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Green dishes to Thompson. Fires for 3, and he gets it to go.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Parker double teamed. And Diao kicks to Leonard. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Leonard. 10 points for Duncan.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these 2 teams.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, it is hard to question that Patty Mills was instrumental in the Spurs title run. Getting in the best shape of his life was the key to his breakout season. As Coach Popovich said, he was a little fatty. He had too much junk in the trunk. He came back svelte and cut and understood you have to make better decisions. Point guard type decisions. Kevin?
Pop never one to hide his feelings, Doris. Thank you. Duncan with the screen for Leonard. Duncan high post. And it's San Antonio with another.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Not so long ago, this Golden State Warriors franchise was in disarray, and boy, what a reversal it's been over the last few seasons. Excellent chemistry, and it seems they have a real culture that players want to be a part of.
Spurs leading by 21. Here's Leonard. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Green with the block. That one goes. Count it. 14 points for Duncan.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds are quite a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Lays it up and banks it in. Duncan's got 16.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Curry outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Bellinelli. Out to Parker. Good.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Out left to the wing. Here's Barnes. Pass to Thompson. Here's Bellinelli. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Tries again. And Duncan with the layup.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Into Diaw. Good defense by Iguodala.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think they've got to be proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Buries it from 3-point range.
This guy is on pace to have one of the all-time performances if the defense continues to allow him to knock those down.
For San Antonio, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. The first free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Now here's Barnes. Thompson from long range. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And
Well, Papa...
as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done. He has 9 rebounds, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. And it's slammed in by Splitter.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Here's Curry with the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
He dishes it to Iguodala. And it's off from three-point range. Spurs shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
And the basket by Curry.
It's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
6 on the shot clock. Parker drives in. That's good. Parker's got 10 points.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
Here's Parker. 10 points for him. Outside, Green. The turnaround. That's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Can't make no posts.
And stolen by Barnes. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. He's got 30 points and 1 rebound. He's really opened up things for his passing by having so much success from the three-point line.
Yeah, he's been a double threat all day, scoring and passing. What a game.
Spurs leading by 21. And the
Back
whistle
court.
goes on the backcourt
Let's go.
violation. He went over and back. And when you talk about all-time career numbers, there is one name in NBA history that shows up time and time again. Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt, with 23,924 rebounds. His name synonymous with greatness on the basketball court.
And Kevin, the accolades and achievements are really phenomenal. You go back and watch tape, you just realize the way Wilt dominated the game. His rebounding, obviously unheard of at the time, and still, of course, today, those numbers stand the test of time. A lot of greats of the modern era are also elite rebounders, but for all of the top rebounders since his time, they've all learned from watching how Wilt played the game.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. And it's Bellinelli in for Daniel Green. Warriors trail by 20. It's Curry outside. And Splitter pulls it down.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Makes it off the glass. Splitter's got 8.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
They double-team Curry. Nobody near Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Diaw, the screen. Parker passes to Diaw. Parker kicks to Bellinelli. Spurs passing it around. Diaw can't hit.
Yeah, the defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find a gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
How was that? Let's go. That's a charge.
Against Tony Parker.
Let's go.
That's his first foul.
Never no block.
He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
And the Spurs with some changes. Baines is checked in, and it's Ginobili in for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and
No.
he just clanks the open jumper. You know, one of the reasons the Spurs are able to stay near the top of the standings is that their play is consistent. They never seem to drop games that they're supposed to win, and that's true even when they're on the road.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Spurs leading by 17.
Right from the back.
Here's Mills.
No.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Get out of the
That one on Thompson. Well, the Spurs were incredible on the road last season. San Antonio, the best record on the road in the NBA by far.
Well, they were the best team in the NBA by far, for the most part. I mean, there's nobody that's going to deny that. 30 wins was more than most teams would get at home. But as you mentioned, the Spurs just don't lose to lesser teams on the road, and that's a credit to everybody there. The coaches, the players, they focus and lock in, and they don't give away games most times.
Patty Mills is one of the first indigenous Australians to play in the NBA. Trained at the same Australian Institute of Sport that helped develop Andrew Bogut. He played his college ball at St. Mary's in the Bay Area and has really developed into a nice backup point guard.
It's Curry outside. Bellinelli pulls it in. They double team Curry. Picked away. 3-on-3. Kicks it to Mills. And he feeds it to Diaw. Here's Bellinelli. Just 5 on the clock.
No.
That shot wide open.
God, bro. It's never making it
Mills
over.
more of a scoring point, not a big assist man by any means, Steve, but he keeps his turnovers extremely low.
Yeah, great shooter with deep range, terrific speed and quickness. He puts a lot of pressure on a defense.
Tries again, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Bellinelli dishes to Diaw. Banked in off the glass. Diaw's got his second bucket of the night.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Thompson for the triple.
Where's Thompson on this?
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Look at that miss.
Outside for Curry. No good from outside. Spurs leading by 23. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Another bucket adding to their lead. They've been the better team in every facet of the game.
And to turn in this kind of performance in an opponent's building, that's really impressive.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Bellinelli.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
On the wing, Johnson and Iguodala. Green is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Curry in at the point guard. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Mills. He's covered by Iguodala. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. It's tipped. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
Wow, what a throwdown. Yes.
That athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D. It was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam. Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Thompson with the bucket.
And they got exactly what they wanted against that defense.
Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Duncan. There's the bucket. Good. Duncan's got 24.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Another shot. Here's Green. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And some changes here for the Spurs. Jeff Ayers is jacked in for Duncan. Matt Bonner comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Patty Mills.
Last season, Coach Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs winning his 5th NBA championship. One of only 5 NBA coaches in the league's history to win that many rings. He's one of the all-time greats.
6 to shoot. Nobody near Leonard. And it's off the back rim. No good. Green with a screen for Curry. from outside the arc, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 41.
Wow. What can you say?
And Popovich, the only coach in NBA history to twice win Coach of the Year and an NBA title. Clark in the same season.
And yet he remains so humble. He's highly esteemed by anybody in the NBA and even beyond the NBA when you talk about his leadership and the way he has that mutual respect with his players. It's wonderful to watch how they make it happen. He tells you, first and foremost, it's a players' league, and that's how he goes about his work. He gives all the credit to the great ones he's had the privilege of coaching, and that's average.
Leonard, the pass to Splitter. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Ayers. Lays it up and banks it in. Ayers has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
And he gets it to go.
This is one well of a performance, folks. But it won't mean a thing if they aren't able to finish it off and get the win.
Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. One screen on Green. No one near. Curry is here. Lets it go. No good on the triple. San Antonio leading by 22. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head.
Oh, snaps.
San Antonio making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. Leonard attacking. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
It's Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got 47 points.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Duncan dishes to Parker. Splitter kicks to Leonard. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. And he's good on the second. Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. He's just a winner and a leader, but he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
The 3 from Barnes, rebounded by the Spurs. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Splitter, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league. And when I think about Duncan's leadership, man, I could go on and on. I don't even know if I have enough time, but one of the things that stands out is he's never put himself above his teammates or the staff, and he allows himself to be coached extremely hard by Greg Popovich. He's relentless, dedicated. In many ways, he can lead without saying a word. No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
It's Parker with the drive. Duncan kicks to Green. Out to Duncan. The pass to Leonard. On the wing, Green. Back to Leonard. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
No.
And there's Green on the assist from Duncan.
You talk about Duncan allowing Pop to get into him. I think really he's his own toughest critic. As great as he is, he's hard on himself. He's pushed himself to become great.
Green passes to Parker. In low to Duncan. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Thompson misses.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
Splitter with the ball. Now Green defending. Leonard dishes to Duncan. Parker kicks to Splitter. The drive by Green. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Tim Duncan. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was contributing in some manner. Just a great game for him. A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but it was marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he nor Spurs fans were hoping for.
A different look now for San Antonio. Baines is checked in, and it's Ginobili in for Leonard. Curry passes to Thompson for the three. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And Barnes comes to help. The drive by Duncan. Here's Baines. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
Now Mills. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to...
Guys, I'm here with Tony Parker. And, Tony, there was an intensity to the way this team played. Were you guys amped up?
We were motivated tonight. You know, today we were on a mission. We want to make a statement, and we played great basketball, great ball movement. Everybody wasn't selfish. We shot the ball a lot better, and we played great defense.
Statement delivered, mission accomplished. Nice win, Tony. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr.
Mm-hmm.